My brothers and sisters, in today's world, finding a good boy for marriage has become one of the greatest challenges many families and young women face. People are no longer looking at the heart, the faith, and the values. They are looking at cars, clothes, and careers. But remember, a good boy is not one who just looks good from the outside. A good boy is one who carries goodness in his heart, manners in his speech, and responsibility in his actions. Character over charm. This is where it all begins. Many people today are attracted to what they see rather than what truly matters. They look at appearance, fashion, confidence, and how charming someone seems on social media. But true character is something you can't filter, fake, or hide forever. It's the foundation of every relationship. A good boy is not one who impresses you with his words. He is one who proves himself with his behavior. The real test of a man is not how he treats you when things are easy, but how he behaves when things get difficult. Charm might catch your attention for a moment, but character will hold your respect for a lifetime. Character is what defines the person behind the smile. A man who fears Allah will never misuse your trust or play with your emotions. He knows that your heart is an amana, a trust from Allah. When a man has good character, he will value you not because of your looks or status, but because he sees you as a partner in faith, someone to protect and honor. And that's the kind of goodness that sustains a marriage. Outer beauty attracts for a moment, but inner beauty keeps the heart attached for years. In today's age, many are deceived by smooth talk and social charm. A person might say all the right words, but live all the wrong actions. The Prophet taught us that the best among you are those with the best character. That means kindness, honesty, humility, and respect. A man who lowers his gaze, controls his anger, speaks truth even when it's hard. That is a man of real worth. A person's manners are a reflection of what's in their heart. If a man can be gentle with others, imagine how gentle he will be with his wife. A charming personality might make you laugh, but character will make you feel safe. A good boy will never raise his voice to prove a point, never break a promise to win an argument, and never lie just to save face. He stands for truth even when no one is watching. He apologizes when he's wrong and forgives when he's hurt. That is strength. It takes far more courage to control one's ego than to control others. The real measure of a man is not how many people admire him, but how many people trust him. A person with good character leaves peace wherever he goes. You can feel calm in his presence because he doesn't fake his goodness. It comes naturally from his heart. He respects women not because of culture, but because he understands their value through faith. He treats elders with honor and children with affection. So, when you're looking for someone, don't look for someone who just looks good. Look for someone who is good. Don't be impressed by his wealth, clothes, or words. Be impressed by how he treats those who can give him nothing. That's where character shines. Because in the end, charm fades, beauty changes, but good character remains. And that's what makes a home peaceful, a marriage strong, and a heart truly content. Deen before desire. This is the most crucial principle when it comes to finding a good boy. Many people today make the mistake of prioritizing looks, lifestyle, and luxury over faith and values. They look for someone who fits their dreams but forget to look for someone who fits their deen. The truth is, a person with strong faith will automatically bring goodness into your life. Because when someone fears Allah, they will never mistreat you. Faith becomes the anchor that keeps relationships steady even when the storms of life hit. When you look at someone through the eyes of faith, you're not just choosing a person for the world, you're choosing a companion for the journey to Jannah. Desires can make you rush, but Deen will make you think deeply. The man who puts Allah first will put you in your rightful place. He knows that loving his spouse is an act of worship and that fulfilling her rights is part of his duty before Allah. He will never cross limits, cheat, or harm because his actions are guided by his consciousness of the Almighty. Many people today say he is nice but he doesn't pray, or he is not very religious, but he's kind. Kindness without faith has no foundation because when life becomes difficult, only faith keeps kindness alive. Without a connection to Allah, kindness can fade when emotions change. But a man grounded in faith remains kind, respectful, and patient because he's not doing it for show, he's doing it for Allah. That's what makes a heart sincere. Desire tells you to follow what feels good now, but Deen teaches you to seek what's best for the long term. In this world and the next, you might desire someone because of their style, their confidence, or the way they make you feel. But if that connection takes you away from Allah, then it will never bring lasting peace. A good boy, on the other hand, will help you strengthen your deen. He will remind you of prayer, protect your modesty, and bring tranquility into your home. He will not just love you, he will lead you toward Allah. When choosing a partner, you must ask, does this person make me closer to Allah or further away? Because a marriage without deen becomes a battlefield of egos. But when both hearts are connected to the Creator, they find peace even in difficulty. The Prophet said, choose the one with religion, may your hands be dusty. That means the most valuable thing to look for in a person is their faith. Everything else can change, looks, wealth, status. But faith remains the compass of life. So, my dear brothers and sisters, when it comes to choosing, don't let desire blind your heart. The right person will not just be someone who pleases your eyes, but someone who purifies your soul. When you choose deen before desire, You choose peace over pain, purpose over pleasure, and a partner who will walk with you not just in this life, but into eternity. Family respect matters. This is one of the most telling signs of a good boy. You can know a lot about a person by observing how he treats his parents, how he speaks to his family, and how he behaves with those who are closest to him. Respect doesn't just appear suddenly after marriage. It's something built within a person's character from a young age. If a man cannot respect his own parents, there's a high chance he won't respect his wife or her family either. A respectful heart is a reflection of good upbringing, humility, and gratitude. It shows emotional maturity, and that's the kind of person who can build a peaceful home. When a man respects his parents, especially his mother, it speaks volumes about his attitude toward women in general. The one who treats his mother with love and kindness will likely treat his wife the same way. On the other hand, the one who shouts at his parents, disrespects his elders, or looks down on his family will one day show that same arrogance in marriage. Respect is not something that can be switched on and off. It's a habit, a way of life. If you see a man who speaks politely, listens patiently, and deals with his family with mercy, then you've found someone whose heart is alive with goodness. Respect also means valuing the other person's family. A good boy does not try to separate a girl from her parents or make her choose between him and them. Instead, he encourages her to maintain strong family ties because he knows that the pleasure of Allah lies in pleasing one's parents. He will visit them, help them, and speak to them with honor, even if they are not perfect, because he understands that family is a blessing. A man who loves your family as his own will create unity, not division. That kind of respect brings peace not only between two people but between two families. In many cases, relationships fall apart because one person disrespects the other's background, culture, or family values. But a person of true respect will never insult or compare families. He will uplift others with his words and protect their dignity even when they're not present. He understands that love without respect is fragile, but love with respect becomes unbreakable. That's why Islam emphasizes good character, because it turns relationships into sources of comfort rather than conflict. A good boy knows that his success, his blessings, and his peace in life are connected to the way he treats his family. He doesn't forget his parents after marriage, nor does he neglect his spouse for them. He balances both relationships with wisdom. He seeks harmony, not competition. Such a man will bring that same balance into your life because he has learned that respect is the key to every lasting bond. So, when you look for someone, look at how he treats his family before you listen to how he speaks to you. Anyone can be kind to impress you, but only a man of true respect will be kind to those who can give him nothing in return. That's the man worth trusting, because his respect for others shows his fear of Allah and his ability to lead a family with compassion, patience, and love. The test of patience. This is one of the greatest indicators of a person's true nature. Many people appear kind and calm when everything is going well, but their real character is revealed when life tests them. A good boy is not someone who only smiles during ease. He is someone who remains composed during difficulty. He doesn't lose control, doesn't lash out, and doesn't make decisions in anger. He understands that patience is a form of strength, not weakness. When a man is patient, he becomes trustworthy because you know he won't give up easily, whether in life, relationships, or responsibilities. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about how you behave while waiting. In the process of finding the right person, patience is tested again and again. Sometimes things seem delayed, sometimes the wrong people appear, and sometimes disappointment strikes. But those who rush often end up regretting it. A good boy will never rush into decisions based on emotions alone. He will take his time, think, and pray before acting. His patience shows that he trusts Allah's plan more than his own desires. That quality makes him reliable, because he doesn't live by impulse, he lives by wisdom. In a marriage or relationship, patience is what holds two people together when misunderstandings arise. No one is perfect, and there will be times when both sides disagree. A man who is patient won't shout insult or walk away. He will listen, try to understand, and forgive. Patience allows love to survive even when emotions are high. It brings calm where anger could cause damage. A patient heart doesn't seek revenge or dominance. It seeks peace and resolution. Life will always test us, and relationships will too. A good boy understands that challenges are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to grow. When he faces hardship, he doesn't complain or lose faith. He reminds himself that Allah never burdens a soul beyond what it can bear. That mindset makes him strong. He remains gentle in speech, firm in faith, and steady in action, no matter what trials he faces. A patient man doesn't just endure. He grows through every test, learning to rely on Allah more with each step. When a person lacks patience, even small problems become big, but when he has patience, even big problems seem manageable. The one who is patient knows that every storm will eventually pass. He doesn't seek quick fixes or short-term happiness. He seeks lasting peace. That's why patience is one of the most beautiful forms of faith. It shows that a person truly believes Allah's timing is perfect. So when you look for someone, don't just notice how he behaves when he's happy. Observe how he reacts when he's upset or disappointed. Does he remain respectful? Does he turn to prayer or lose hope? These moments will tell you more than 1,000 promises. A good boy is not perfect, but he is patient. And through patience, he proves that his love is mature, his faith is strong, and his heart is guided by the one who rewards those who endure with grace and gratitude. Guidance through prayer. This is the light that leads every believer toward what is truly best for them. When a person seeks Allah's guidance sincerely, they will never be lost. In matters of the heart, where emotions can easily cloud judgment, prayer becomes the most powerful tool. A good boy is not just someone who prays out of routine. He is someone who prays for direction, clarity, and goodness in his choices. He understands that without Allah's help, even the most perfect-looking decision can turn into hardship. But when Allah guides, even the most uncertain path becomes filled with peace. In searching for the right partner, people often rely on opinions, looks, or compatibility tests, but the one who turns to Allah in dua and istikhara gains divine clarity. Guidance through prayer means trusting that Allah knows what we do not. It's understanding that some people may look right for us, but their presence could harm our peace, while others may not seem ideal at first, yet they bring blessings beyond imagination. Prayer aligns our hearts with what is truly written for us. It protects us from making decisions driven by impatience, fear, or attraction alone. A good boy is one who keeps Allah at the center of every step he takes. Before making promises, he seeks Allah's approval. Before taking a step forward, he asks Allah to guide him toward what's right. This humility is a sign of true faith. He knows that his wisdom is limited, but Allah's knowledge is infinite. When such a person prays, he is not just asking for what he wants. He is asking for what is best, even if it means letting go of something he desires. That's the kind of spiritual maturity that builds a strong foundation for life and marriage. When you rely on prayer, you begin to see the hidden wisdom behind delays and rejections. Sometimes what feels like a missed opportunity is actually Allah's mercy saving you from future pain. Guidance through prayer gives you the strength to say, Alhamdulillah, even when things don't go your way. It softens your heart, reminding you that your story is written with purpose. A person who prays doesn't lose hope when one door closes, because they trust that Allah will open a better one. That calm faith creates a sense of contentment that no material thing can replace. A boy who values prayer will value you with sincerity. He will not take matters into his own hands recklessly, but will ask Allah to bless every step. When both hearts are guided through prayer, they grow together in faith, patience, and gratitude. Their bond becomes something spiritual, not just emotional. So, when looking for a good boy, look for the one who bends his knees before Allah before making any major decision. His connection with his Creator will be the shield that protects your relationship from harm. When prayer leads the way, the journey becomes peaceful, because the one who seeks Allah's guidance will never choose in darkness. True peace comes not from perfect choices, but from knowing you let Allah choose for you, and Allah never chooses wrong.